if you allow me, I will register, so it's easier for me to write down the article.
Of course.
Okay, super. So, first of all, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Of course.
It's your third show now.
Third Italian show.
Yeah.
Third show, yeah.
And I want the other ones.
They were crazy. Italian fans are unbelievable. You guys go crazy. It's awesome shows. I love it. I'm in heaven.
Was the first time for you here, or are you already there?
Like in Italy? Ever?
Yeah. No, in Italy, I imagine that you already.
I've been here. Yeah.
Yeah, but as with your project, I mean.
First time playing.
First time. So I hope that tonight is also good enough that you will be back as well.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you'll have me back. Yeah, I'm ready to come back whenever. Yeah.
Okay. So Danny, can I call you Danny? We're going to make some questions about you. So asking you to present yourself on Italian origins, I guess. So what is your connection with Italy?
Well, even though I'm a fourth generation New Yorker, my blood is Italian. So I have the old blood. I have the blood from the 1890s. So that's it's kind of like my ancestral homeland in a way,
Yeah.
So it's a very important place to me. And my grandma.
Where from?
They're like Neapolitan. Oh, I'm from New York, New York.
Yeah.
And my blood is like Neapolitan and Sicilian. So,
nice.
Yeah.
And you had the chance to get there in the past?
Not on the tour, but in the past, yeah.
Okay.
So it's been good.
So, and since when you started actually being engaged in music? So, I know I'm going very fast, but I would like to tell us the story.
Yeah, very young age. I started very, very young. I was a small child. I started getting into orchestras and loved everything, and then I discovered rock music. Discovered guitar like middle school, like 8th grade, and I was hooked. I was just like obsessed with big, loud rock music that you didn't have to speak any language to understand what was going on, It was that like international appeal of the music that I was just obsessed with. And it's so cool to now be on the other side all these years later as a grown man and not a little boy anymore, and to be able to be making rock music all over the world.
But rock and roll first.
Oh, always rock and roll. Always rock and roll, yeah.
Because you prefer these to other kind of musics, or?
I just I don't know what it was, I just loved the spirit of it. I remember in 2nd grade we had to do a project. You draw big cutout on paper what you want to be when you grow up. And most people did doctor, firefighter, mailman. And I just...
Rock star.
I had a guy with jeans and a black t-shirt. And I just wrote on it rock. And I had a mic, and it's it's so instinctual, it's so primitive, So.
And I guess you're doing great right now. So.
Thank you.
How many dates you've been doing already in Europe? Because I know that you added some shows also.
Yeah, we've been here 2 weeks. We've done since our 13th show, 12th show.
And you look so fresh.
I was literally asleep about 10 seconds before this interview. But yeah, I'm a little run down.
Okay.
But once I get on stage, my adrenaline gets pumping.
Definitely.
I'll be popping, yeah.
So, question, because I made this also to Pete Doherty. What it means to you, rock?
What rock means to me?
Yeah.
It's everything. It's life. It's energy. I think rock is all about individuality. And I think rock is the truest expression of oneself, So I think that, to me, that's everything. To truly be oneself is the most important thing. So I always say, like this right now, this is the performance, and then on stage later tonight, you'll see that's the real me.
Okay, perfect. And you also talk a lot about yourself in your songs, from the very first EP, and from that's the word you're saying. You've always been this, describing this very. Strong feelings, some sort of upheavals in yourself, which contrasts a lot. But what do you want to tell us through your music exactly? It's the up and downs of life. It's no way to live it in other ways actually, or
yeah. Well, I deal a lot of dark subject matter, a lot of diary, a lot of personal reflection. But at the end of the day, I want every listener, the audience, to always ascribe their own meaning to the song. That's so important for me. Some songs I'm a bit more literal than others, and you can kind of tell exactly what I'm talking about. but most of them I try and leave a bit more poetic and a bit more up to interpretation.
Well, I mean, I've been reading your lyrics, and so I just wanted to understand a little bit better from you what has changed from the first album. So a very good person in a very bad place, which is pretty much, it reminded me a little bit of very first Arctic Monkey style, actually, and to the new one.
It's been a big change, I'd say. Like, I always believe that the music should reflect the time that you're in. It should be like a snapshot. So Real Good Person, Real Bad Place is very dark, very introspective. The whole album is like me kind of talking to myself. And it's very much the sound of me just like sitting in a room alone during COVID. With headphones and instruments and just getting weird.
So it's a COVID album, a pandemic album.
Yeah, and Dream Machine's the opposite. Dream Machine is like the heavens opening back up again. It's like it's like rediscovering the size and the grandeur and the power of rock and roll and the simplicity of it all, and making music that's very accessible. Yeah,
that's very I think that most of the artists, when coming down, I mean, like after the pandemic or during the pandemic, experienced this very moment in which they were like, I spent so much time closed in this house thinking, and then when everything opens up again, I watch it with new eyes, and I understand that I was used to have a privilege that actually sometimes can happen, it doesn't happen anymore. And one of the things that I was wondering is that if you want to answer, if you have made a political commitment also in terms of when you with your music, with your even with your private life or whatever.
Yeah, well, my music is not political.
Yeah, I know.
I always try and separate that. I never want politics to taint the message of the art, because behind the music, I'm a political person. I have opinions on everything in the world. You know what I mean? But that's not what I'm talking about. My art.
Yeah.
And I always want to separate the art from the artist, especially when those other things can taint the message of something you hold so dear, which is the art itself.
I agree with that. I was asking because a lot of artists actually made rock, whether it's rock and roll or not, a way to communicate those very straightforward political positions or contest positions or whatever. And so I was actually wondering if it was something, because your music and your rock seems to so genuine. Like many have considered you listened in your music some very beginning of the Muse and so on. The energy is pretty much the same, but I feel some very much more rumbling that appears to me more closer to other styles. But it seems to be very pure and genuine and so direct. It was really, I think that it's pretty clear also from the videos and the picture I saw from your shows that everybody's really enjoying this.
It's intense. It's like a big show but with a very punk rock spirit.
Really?
It's like a punk rock spirit. So it's got like, I call it bedroom arena rock. You know what I mean? It's like, it's arena rock, but it's made in a very 21st century way. And that's, to me, is very important.
And how do you position yourself in the music industry right now?
I don't know. I just try and be myself and do my thing and hope people hear it and hope listen. That's all I can do. People like you can spread the word, which I really appreciate.
And if you could choose with which artist you like to work, you can even
Foo Fighters,
Oh, definitely.
100% Foo Fighters,
Have you ever had the chance to collaborate or?
I got to meet Taylor Hawkins before he passed and spent some time with him, and he did me this amazing favor that I'll talk about some other time. And he was the nicest person. My brief interaction with him, but no, the other guys I've not gotten to work with yet. So
okay. Other artists you had the chance to meet, for example, during your tournée, like local ones and.
We toured with Muse, and I got to meet them. That was amazing.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones got to meet. That was really cool. Yeah, it's been a wild life. Gotten to meet a lot of cool people over the last few years. Yeah.
No, I mean now in this tour, like
this tour.
yeah, people that were opening your concerts.
Oh yeah, we have an opener who's traveling with us right now named Chris Shane. He's really cool. You should check him out. Yeah.
But it's the same person for all the. Okay,
tour,
nice,
every
nice.
day, yeah.
Okay. Really hope that you're enjoying. By the way, Italy.
I love it. I don't want to leave. Yeah, I think they should give me citizenship. I'll go on Eurovision. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean not the best weather to come actually, but yeah. Sorry, also because when they say you come on the bus tour, for me it's the first time I come on a bus tour actually.
Oh,
yeah.
first time?
Yeah,
oh,
definitely.
Welcome, yeah.
I was actually super excited.
Yeah, welcome, yeah.
Okay. For me, I think we have said almost then we will go actually to the show and we will make a record which is complete actually. What would you suggest to a listener of your music? So,
what would I suggest to them?
yeah, like
I'd say just be open-minded and be ready for an adventure because that's what life is. So, I'd always have that mindset.
okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Andrea, you want to make a question?
No question. I only ask you if I have some minutes to take some portraits with
Yeah,
some
sure.
photos, okay? So I come to you right now
Cool.
with the other camera.
Very cool.